Evening, everyone. Good evening. I am here. This is Honest Hour, the first of our double feature editions that we will be having through the month of August. And tonight's episode starts with Judah Feenom, and with Angie from Eyes for Creativity. So we're gonna get into them and all that they're doing at this moment in time. But I hope everyone's enjoyed their weekend, enjoyed their Sunday. You know, I be getting the Monday blues. It's not fun at all. The Monday blues, like I already be thinking about it Sunday afternoon. So we got one of our guests, and we're gonna go from there. Wait for our other guests to appear. What's going on?
So,
Maintaining, living the dream.
right.
Okay, and then there's our other guest. So we're gonna get him in the room now. Oh, trying to get organized here a little bit. And what you call it, last night, or I took a nap, fell asleep till like 5. Yeah,
Yo,
Yeah.
what's going on, guys?
I'm maintaining. Just living the dream. How
Yeah.
about, man? I fell behind. I took a nap. I was supposed to get up at like 3:30 and cook, and then
Oh,
I ended up getting up till 5. Still got dinner done, and wrote out the whole interview in time, and got on here on time.
That's what's up, though. You still did your thing, even though you slept till 5, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I've been up
So
since 8.
babe, you turn that
Been
down a
on
little
the
bit.
move.
We trying to make things happen. I appreciate y'all taking some time to come on here and talk about your brands and your event
likewise,
coming up.
brother.
You know,
Yeah, thank you.
as you
Appreciate it.
know, oh, no doubt, no doubt. So Mr. Clayton's a hard man to reach, so I can appreciate you getting on here.
I
Right.
I don't appreciate that stigma at all because
Well,
I don't think,
listen, I
yeah,
think I don't think you're hard to reach because you're hard to reach. You're hard to reach because you're a single father. You're hard to reach because you're taking that time. Any minute you're not with them boys, you're utilizing that time to provide. So don't always think that stigma is bad, because in your situation, it's not. You were handed a situation that many men are not handed,
many
and you
man.
you wear that badge.
Nah,
Right.
thank you. I definitely appreciate it, bro.
No doubt, no doubt. So I want to get started with actually first. So last night I seen the pictures. You was up there. You, Priz, Crackerjack, doing what y'all do. Tell me about how that went with Mickey Avalon last night, and what that meant now for your brand, Sleep Monkey, going forward.
So, my bad. I was just sharing the chat with everybody else,
You
but
good?
yeah. So last night was a blast, man. I had a lot of fun. Shout out to Mickey Avalon. Shout out to Rapper Frizzy. Shout out to CJDK. Those are my guys, man. They brought me along for their show, and like they let me get a couple of my own songs in. We had the merch table there. The company, my company, No Shirt, No Service, actually made all of the merch except for Mickey's merch, but CJ and Frizzy. So they got to put their merch on. They got the shine, and that's what I do. I'm just always, putting on. I always like to be in situations where everybody's making money, everybody's making their coin, everybody's getting the shine. So we turned out. Pottstown, PA was like a small town, like very Newburgh vibes, but but the people were mad cool, mad accepting, and they all loved us, man. I felt like the mayor by the time I left.
Well, it's all about taking an area and making it your own, turning it
Yeah.
into your own, and making it do what it is for you. So, if you had to, so now I'm going to flip to Andrew real quick here. I want to know because you do a lot that a lot of people don't see. But I want to know what where did the idea for Eyes for Creativity come up to play, and if you what is your purpose, your mission behind your brand?
Well, behind my brand with Eyes Creativity, well, it started because I always have the eyes for. I notice a lot of things. I learn a lot of talents and skills from people, and I love creativity. So when I notice it, I want to share on the platform. I love to show love to everyone. I want to help the community, help people show their talent and skills to the world, to our community. Period. So the meaning behind the Eye for Creativity is basically we notice their creativity and we want to share the world their basic skills and talents and put them on our platforms. That's the meanings of Eyes Creativity.
Okay, and how did you come up with the design? Your design's very beautiful, very unique, different than a lot of other designs.
Man, because you know how we have, you see eyes around a
Yeah,
lot, right? Because that goes. So then, I don't know, like I love art and I like colors. So I just started going canvas. It was my first actually graphic design I ever made by myself. And I'm happy, so proud of myself. I was like so gassed, I did. I was like, oh shit, I put it together. You know what I mean? So, and then I just seen an eye and I just started putting color stores. I just did my thing and put the abbreviation. I just like art and it just came out of my mind out of nowhere. And then, have the eye for everything. And I think that everybody should be pointed out with people's eyes of their talents and skills. So I just put that work on whatever I did my graphic design, put it together, and it just came up on my mind. And it's something that I always been feeling for a while. How I've noticed creativity myself. You know what I mean? Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. That's and you just put it together.
Yeah.
So now, Clay, you've been on my show before. Still my highest rated episode, most viewed. Just so you know, um,
Numbers,
and
baby.
you know it. So we've spoken about in depth about Sleep Monkey, but
Right.
refresh anyone who's rewatching you and me with Angie here again, or anyone who's gonna watch this. What is your? How did Sleep Monkey start? Why did it start specifically? And if you had a mission statement for Sleep Monkey, what would it be?
Okay. So let's keep this one short because
I know.
I actually want people to go back to that episode, that first episode we did, and go do their research and get the views up. Let's get synergetic with it.
Absolutely.
So in short, with no spoilers, Sleep Monkey is a story about turning tragedy to triumph. Something happened where I was hospitalized, and I was in a coma for 8 days out of the 10 days I was in the hospital, and when I woke up, I said, you know what, I'm going to turn this to a clothing brand, and that's what we did. It's been now 4 years, going on 4 years. It'll be 4 years in September. So actually, pardon me. It'll be 4 years since I've been hospitalized in September, but the brand's been going on for almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in January.
And that's we're glad you're still here, that you're able to put this together and just really create something that you see everywhere.
Y'all
You know,
definitely got to go watch that episode. Mike Williams and Judah Feenom on the Honest Hour. That was
yeah,
definitely a classic moment, and we're here to make another classic moment.
absolutely. That was episode 10, just so y'all know. Episode
Episode 10,
10.
baby.
And yeah, the episode I didn't want to end.
Yeah, nah, we had a good discussion, man. I always
Yeah,
appreciated you put me on, and that was right when the album dropped too. So everything just happened. It was a good
yeah,
time with
yeah.
everything.
It seems like you and I always know how to work together, man. That's for sure.
You know how it
So
goes. It's that May shit.
exactly. Exactly. Now, and you do a lot of video work too.
Yes.
Lot of video work. I mean, it's great because like I remember where at the event Clayton had the album release, the disco party with the headphones.
Right.
That was I threw together a packaged video and Clay said, "You made me look like a superstar, bro." Like,
Yeah, you
and it's
definitely. You know what? It was definitely the like how fast and efficient you were with pushing those videos out too. And you know what? It made me actually work harder with my own events because I did that event last night and I probably dropped like 3 or 4 videos since then, but not as fast as you. You was on point. Like before we even
listen.
left the event, we had like we had like the photos and videos and everything that you made and shit. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, no, like when I can mobily, on a camera it takes a little longer, as you know, but mobily, you could just really, I could really just get right into it. Even my wife said that was some of the best stuff I had done. Was that video package because I had that one, and then I made one of Andromeda, and then I made one of the event in totality. That was a lot of fun, even though I was just glad the weather held out on us.
Yeah,
That was a lit event.
it was
Yeah,
destiny. Yeah, we
Yeah.
all was there too.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's right. I was mad I had to leave. I, I was mad I had to leave. But when it comes to your videography, Angie, and everything, how did you get into that? Like, was it always an interest of yours?
Um.
And well, where are you looking to go with it? Because you do great work with the videos.
Yeah, I've been into it for a long time. I used to like make videos, like playing around doing myself. Like I like doing commercial videos, and I used to like practice, like on when I had time, free time at one point, because I don't got free time as much. But yeah, when I have free time, and it was just something I love doing. I like have a passion and the eye for it. I noticed, and then it was just. So I started just getting into it and just supporting other people. I'm like, yo, I'll just edit videos for you. I'll look out and I'll do it off strength. I'll just do it for people, showing love. You know what I mean? And if
Yeah,
sometimes people hit me up about it, and if they need some work with video editing, I do it. You know what I mean? I love it. I have the passion for it. It's fun to me. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, yeah,
And they say if you enjoy what you do, you'll never work.
Oh,
right.
that's a fact, bro. You know what? I'm blessed enough to experience that right now in my life.
I'm trying to get there. Trying to
Doing
get there.
everything you love. Yeah.
Trying to get there one way or another. Well, with that being said, have you thought about taking that to the next level? I
Oh,
mean, I know like right now you really kind of do it like pro bono, but I mean, listen, I'd be putting a flyer together and start marketing a business behind it because you're good at it. You're great. And you're only
I
going to get
appreciate
better
it.
in due time.
Right. Right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, actually, I am. I've been thinking about going, growing with it. Actually, starting like buying little equipment here and there. You know, everything takes time and stuff. But I've been like, I did like a one video edit, but it's been a minute because I've been so busy. But I'm planning to do more of it, like more like videos, like or like even like posting up, telling people I do video edits. And I already have a few people I actually look out. I'm working with here and there when I can between all my other things that I do. But of course, yeah, I'm gonna want to grow with it. I'm going to do a lot more with it in the future. That's one of the things. And
Well,
I
I got that
appreciate it.
green.
Hold
No
on,
doubt.
shout out. We got Pottstown, PA in the building.
Okay.
Someone I met at the show last night tuned in, so I just want to say welcome back. Good to see you again. Thank you
Appreciate
for
you tuning in.
appreciate you.
Well,
We
I
got
got
my
the I got the green light for that job, that video I need done, Angie. So on Thursday we got some business to discuss.
most death. I'm
You
ready.
know. So now when I think about people in Newburgh, um, and people who have been pillars of our community in general. Of course, we all think of Mr. Ralph Mavor, right? You can throw. Moochie has been a pillar of our community. There's Mr. Harvey has been a pillar of our community. You two are carving your own way towards that, to becoming someone that you see at every event. You got your table with your products set up, going down, and like even the R&B event. I love the setup you guys had down there. You know, what's your focus on not only becoming pillars of the community, but helping to make the community better?
My goal is helping making the community together better is us getting together as a team, as a community, and doing things together as a team. I feel like some people are like separated, and I feel like we need to get together more. That's my goal. That's what I want us as community work together and help the community more together. You know what I mean? I feel like some people are not all together. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah,
that's my goal. I want all of us to work together as a team and helping each other go towards our goal with the community. You know what I mean?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, right now my main focus is just doing great business. And hopefully through my great business, it just leads as an example. And also, I'm just in a position to provide opportunity. And the R&B picnic and things like that are things that I'm happy to be a part of because I can also assist um, on the outside and behind the scenes things too. I was able to help get a couple of things facilitated. With the person that put that event together and stuff like that. So it was just like it's just all good business, like inside and out, and that's what I really just strive for is to be great, cohesive, and steady business, man. It's the way that I feed my family, and you know, as far as helping the community, if you know me, you know that I'm very hands on. As far as things that I've done in the past, you guys see me in the newspaper. You guys see me, at the I shot um I shot one of the protests in Newburgh, shot one of them in Walden. You guys see me in the paper for a protest in Newburgh, and food drives, helping my parents and their nonprofit, feeding the homeless, giving out free clothes. We've been able to do a lot of stuff, a lot of good work, a lot of hands-on stuff, and that will continue. But the good business is what's gonna create the funds to continue to do that type of work in the community and stuff.
Right.
And I'm just blessed and happy that I'm able to also go outside of the community with my talents and stuff and just bring back all the love and good energy back home. So that's where I'm at with it.
And
Of course,
go ahead, Ange.
so of course we all want to grow and do good business and do better and grow together. You know what I mean? Like, and of course we need make money to do what we do in our business too. And then putting out to the community. I know. I feel like we need to get together and do things together as a community a lot more, like in certain places. That's what I feel. But
Well, that's like even the three of us discussing things,
right,
always a start,
right,
right? It's always
right,
a start. It's
right.
where it's not about, they say it's not about where you start, it's about where you finish. I
Finish.
believe it's how you start
Right,
and you should never finish. Because,
right, right.
you should add on, like, I think I've showed Judah this, but this is my vision board, right?
Yes, you brought the vision board back out.
Yeah, this is my vision board. Now I can tell you I've touched at least 80% of that vision board somehow.
Hold on.
Right.
Shout
We'll all get a
out to my man J Mo. My man J Mo tapped in, bro. That's my bro from way, way back when, man. Still my bro. Always my bro, man. Congratulations, too. We about to get married, bro. It's about to be a turn up. My bad. I don't mean to even cut
Oh,
you
you
off,
good?
but I love seeing familiar faces in the group. You know what I mean?
Good. So you look at that,
But yeah, the vision board is fire, bro.
but
Right. I
now,
think we all should have one.
but now
Right.
I've now switched it also to so I can keep my stuff on me. This is a focus book, and with
Okay.
this, I got everything that I plan to do in this book written down, and I want to keep this on me so then that way I have all my ideas. And sometimes I add things and I think about them. So it's not about where you finish, because I believe at this day and age we should never finish. It's about
Right.
where we start, who we start with, who we grow with to get to where we want to go. Because
Right.
if
Right.
I'm winning, I want everyone who helped me get there to win as well.
Right. It's all about
Amen,
teamwork.
brother.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so what I've been doing, I'm sorry not to cut anybody off,
Nope.
but while
Go
we're
ahead.
still on the topic, um, so I
Please.
haven't made a vision board, but as somebody that always has like what it seems like too much to do, what I started doing was just writing a list of things and just posting them straight on my refrigerator. So every morning before I leave, I see what I got to do, and then as the week goes on, I'm just crossing things off the list, just so I can be more conscious and more more like prepared for things and stuff, more organized.
That's not a bad idea. That's a way to grow. You
But I
know.
think that we all kind of got that same kind of thing. It's just like we all agree that things got to be the best things. The best way to get things from idea to physical is definitely to write them down.
Right. Right.
Absolutely. Like because
Every
you can do them on your phone, but there's a different aura when you write them.
Right. Well, you know what? I wasn't knocking the phone either, but I definitely know what you mean. As a writer, I definitely know what you mean. Where it's like sometimes things are set, like even with music, like the things that right now I'm not gonna lie, I'm all exclusively writing in my phone just because it's like convenient.
Right.
When it comes to music, but I will say that there's a difference between writing music in your phone and writing music on paper because like the memorization is just like a different factor because you got to put in like more physical work. I feel
Yeah.
like to put in there, and I always think about like traditional like history. It's like I can't really fathom yet. Um, Historians looking for things like digital, but when we leave this earthly plane and shit, like the no books are gonna definitely be there.
Yeah.
Not unless they get destroyed.
Listen, and
So
right.
that's why I still even write my interviews on paper, all of them written on paper. Because
Right.
dang, bro, you like the
yeah,
male version of Connie Chung, bro.
listen,
My
listen,
boy Dan Rathers.
you, I be,
This is
I be stalking the profiles. I just had a guy. He wants
Yo,
to
it's
come on.
2024, Mike. You can't say you be stalking people
Listen,
profiles.
he
listen,
observes. He
observe.
observes. They observe.
Okay, I observed the
Oh.
profiles. You know, But I had a guy like through my podcast. He seen my reel. He's from Detroit. He reached out to me, and I've been on his show. He's been on here with his show, and we've been talking. And he wants to come on and tell his story. So today we had an hour and a half conversation, and he told me his story, and I'm like, dang. I'm like, whoo, bro, this is it. It's
Yo, he's
heavy.
from Detroit.
No,
I know he probably got a story. You already know out there is
he'll
some
be
rough
on.
living.
He'll be on 2 weeks from today. So we gonna it's good. It's something.
That's good,
Something. I
man.
say that.
Passionate stories, bro. Real, genuine
The best stories.
people is that's what gets the viewers, and even doesn't get the
Right.
viewers. The best thing about the internet is that, for the most part, it's here, bro. Like so even if and it's not for you, but this is for everyone.
Right.
Uh, if something you do on the internet doesn't catch on, and I know this kind of sounds a little contrary to what I was saying like a few minutes ago about
Yeah.
the history and stuff, but the fact is that it is here. So like if you do something now and you want to come back to it 6 months later and say, hey, now I'm gonna share this and I'm gonna promote this, and it's not over. Like it's never over, bro, until you put the work and dedication behind whatever content that you're putting out. But I think the first step is definitely making and dropping that content, and then
Right.
worry about all the other
Well,
stuff later.
and it's just like it's so easy. Like I came across a girl who was talking about. I started following her, and she was talking about like committing like suicide, and she had like a story. So I'm like to the point where it's like, okay, I reached out, and I asked her to come on and speak about her story because it's something that needs to be told,
Right.
something people could attach
Some
to.
people,
So like
something
me,
that could help other people
exactly.
too. Like you feel me? Like a lot of people, I feel like with a lot of things that we go through in life, especially things that we're scared to talk about or refuse to talk about because we feel like they're embarrassing.
Right.
The the people that can relate to them are a lot closer than you think. And it's just like sometimes you gotta let those things out, and but you gotta also find the right people to talk to. everything's not for everyone.
Exactly.
Right,
But
and plus you let them know they're not the only one out there, like, that goes through it.
yep.
You're not alone.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah,
and the other thing for me is it's just like growing and getting to where I'm trying to go.
yeah.
I ain't waiting for opportunities. I'm creating them. I'm knocking on doors. If they let me in the room, great. If not, there's another door I can find. But one of them doors is gonna lead me to where I want to go. Just got to stay consistent. To your
Man, you know what? We kicking doors down 2024. We not knocking no more. We've been knocking for a long time, brother. We kicking them down now.
Biggie told us
2025
to
we're
kick in the door in '97.
Yo, you know Biggie. You know Biggie. One of my favorite rappers, man. We share a birthday, so.
Notorious. So I wanted to get into how the two of you guys connected. Where you guys, because your partnership now it's very strong. It's very dedicated to molding not just yourselves, but molding one another. So,
right.
where did this partnership begin? Were you friends first, and then you seen the talent in one another? How did it all start?
Well, we both from the town.
Of course.
You want to go? You can go,
Yeah,
Angie. You can
yeah,
go.
yeah. We both from Newburgh, so we bumped into each other a couple times. And then he used to he used to be always with C's and Ice Kingdom and all that
Shout
too. I
out,
remember,
the
and I
world is
always,
yours.
yeah, where was yours all day? Where's C's at now? C's. Stop. Yeah. Um, but I was gonna say, yeah, and I always used to see, what's the name? Always walking around with his headphones. Always remember him with his headphones. And plus, I always remember I observed his music also, and I promoted his music. Remember, I was always on the Move Entertainment a couple years back. Remember that, Mike? Yeah,
Wait, when you were where?
a couple years back. I used to have my own entertainment. It was on the Move Entertainment.
Oh, I remember that. I remember.
Yeah. So I used to promote his music also, and I used to promote a lot of people's music. But I just knew that Leon's always been talented, man. He always did his thing. I always liked his style of music, so I always showed love. I always thought he did what he did, and I liked it, so I share it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I have that eyes for creativity. When I see and I feel the talent and I like that vibe coming out with the music, I'm like, bro, that's it, and I'm sharing it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, and he was
Yeah,
always
Ange
good with
definitely, Ange definitely showed mad love like from the beginning. I would say that where the interest probably started was that the first show that we did in at the Happy Tree. That showcase where you were at, Mike, and then Angie and then C's from the World of Yours. We were all that. We were all chatting it up.
Yeah.
right.
It seems like that's when the month of April was where things got real progressive for all of us, and that's why I began just doing collaborations. And this is just one of the latest collaborations that I'm happy to be a part of. What we're doing right now with the poetry show. And then we've done some business together as far as Eyes of Creativity goes,
Creativity,
and we
right.
got some other business coming on. So this is a
Say,
big collaboration.
right.
It's late in the summer. We're closing out the summer. It's not over, but we're definitely taking over the first week of August. And yeah, I'm definitely feel blessed, and I have a positive attitude towards the collaborations that me and Angie are doing together right now.
Definitely. Same here. We're gonna have a lot after this culture. We're gonna have a lot going on in the near future also. Cause I'm always moving. He's always moving. We both hyper. Yo, we always on. We both always on the move. Dead ass.
Yeah.
That's one thing we got in common.
She's Angie on the move. I'm Judah on the go.
Yeah.
Yo,
Sounds like a gas
Yo,
station, bro.
Wavy Wild Boy, hold on. Stop the
word.
presses. My man Wavy Wild Boy tapped in to say what's up.
What up?
Shout out to Wavy Wild Boy, and shout out to his new single. He just dropped a new single right now. I want to say it's called Outside, but I could be completely wrong if I fucked it up. Like my bad, bro. But that shit is fire, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Right,
Definitely
right.
got
Just shared
some
it.
Afro beat
Yeah,
vibes, and I really fuck with the
yeah.
Afro beats. Like, you know what I mean? Because that shit is just always a good vibe. And then we got J Doggy Dog. I don't
What
know
up?
who man's that is. Could
That's
be
my
one of
boy.
mine. You know what I
What up,
mean? But
bro?
he's showing
That's
love.
my boy.
So
That's my
much
boy
love,
Justin.
brother.
Yeah, well, it sounds like Wavy Wild Boy is a potential guest, and he started following me.
Oh, definitely tap in with Wavy, bro. He's been doing it for a long time, and he's like super duper talented.
Right? I
Okay.
just shared his song. I just shared his song on my page. I did an Instagram maybe like a couple weeks ago, and I just share his joint on my page just now, maybe half an hour ago or hour ago.
Well,
Yeah, he just
I'm
dropped a
gonna,
freestyle at that the studio that some people are going to.
well,
The
I'm
aesthetics
gonna have to.
is fire though. The aesthetics is fire. The studio look fire.
Easy to
Everything
stand.
look lit.
I'm gonna have to check it out and tap in with him. It sounds like he's on his way as
He's
well.
yeah, he's been
Yeah.
doing it for a while. Back in the day, we did a song that was kind of funny around the way called Catfish. Um, yeah, and you know he had me play like a funny angle with it. It was hilarious. That's I love doing comedy. One thing I love about music is that you can do so much stuff with it. So that was like my yeah. Look, he just said Catfish right there. Yeah. So that was like I got to do like the comedy version, but still keep the quality and the bars, and we really made a good team. Like we really make some good songs together. But he's a wave ball on his own, bro.
Yeah,
Like
he's
so, shout out to him.
talented. I noticed some of his stuff. I checked his page out,
Then
and he actually talked to
hold on,
his people too.
we got Reese in the building from Blue Crown Collection. That's the big cuz right there. She does hair care products and things like that. We got a lot of people tapping in right
Easy
now. And
chilling.
Shout out to
I
her.
appreciate every last one of y'all. Oh yeah, and she got Slut Juice too, which y'all were all bopped off
Yo,
of at my show.
yo,
That shit almost shut the
you
show down.
you
You
gotta
already know.
you drink two of them, it's over.
Two of them,
Two of
everybody
them,
was in
it's
their
over.
bag, bro.
It's
Some
Right.
had
over.
to get carried out. You feel me? Like it was a good night. We had a good time.
But yeah, at the event, it was nice drinking off one of those. Yo, yeah.
So
Okay,
I want
Xbox and
No,
our room.
no. I told you I'm doing something right now.
shout out to little man on there.
That was
You
little
know,
me. That was little me, little Noah,
What's up?
so
aka
right.
Lil, that's what he calls me. He comes up to me, he goes, I'm just little you. So that's why I call him little me.
So I wanna say real quick. Cracker Jack just said shout out to my motherfucking dog Judah taking no days off like he ain't just ripped shit in PA last night. How you not
Is that the
tired,
word?
bro?
Is that the word? I'm not gonna lie. They got the insight. They got the insight that I can't give y'all from last night. Last night, let's just say that I was a real rock star, bro. Like all of us were, but I was super extra. Like they pretty much had to drag me out that town. Like I said, I was about to be mayor by tomorrow. By today now, I would have been the mayor of that fucking town, bro. Shout out to Pottstown, PA. Like I had so much
That's
fun.
what's
I
up.
had mad fun. Yo, Central Sound Studios, what's up? That's another person you got to get on the show you haven't yet, man. My man John from Central
I,
Sound Studios, man.
I see him every day at
King of the
work.
Ciphers.
Every
Oh, you
day
guys
at
work
work.
together?
Yeah, yeah. But he be telling me, yo, I be sleeping like by 8 o'clock. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, he's an old man.
But I was trying to get him on before this cipher, but before the next one drops, I'm telling him he ain't got no choice. He's coming on here whether he likes it or not. That's what's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be.
I want to make my return to the Ciphers, man. I haven't been on one in I think the last at least 3, and I think that some anticipation is built for me to return.
Yeah, it's been a minute. You got to get on there.
Right.
Oh, I
Take that.
forgot. Most of
Gotta
the
get
anticipation is from
new.
you. I forgot what I was
You always
sharing.
know. I'm always ready for it. Hitting them bars. Take the world
I'm
before
ready
the
to
devil
share
can
it.
take it, baby.
I just want to show y'all what greatness looks like. Y'all ready for this?
Let's do it. Oh, you know it.
Fire.
Y'all know about the off the wall, but y'all ready for this?
Woo!
What y'all know about that, man? You got to keep, you know what I mean? You got to keep greatness surrounded by you all the time. Bro. I like
Look at
nice things.
We gotta make it happen.
I
Right.
like nice things, man. And I like and I like following the people who put on for us to be here now.
Right.
Absolutely.
But
Appreciate it.
hold on, bro. You ain't get right if you ain't got yourself one of these though.
Oh, there you go.
You ain't get right if you ain't pick up one of these, bro. You missed one of these collector joints, bro. I had to get two because I drunk the first one.
It's like, this crap,
So,
because I knew I was gonna drink the other bottle.
For real, like
so,
$50. It's coming with me.
so now
Right.
let's get into the event. We
Okay.
all know it's Thursday, 6 p.m. at the Happy Tree. Um, actually, before I even say, I want to know, talk to me a little bit about Happy Tree and the impact Tiffany and Tasha have had in, because they're pillars themselves, right? They really have opened a space where everyone can win. The space is for everyone, whether you smoke or you do not. It seems like magic happens every time I'm in there. It's either a connection or a business opportunity or something always seemingly positive happens there. So both of you tell me, what has the support of those two women and what they've done for the two of you to help not only with this event but yourselves individually.
Man, big shout out to Tiffany and big shout out to Tasha.
No stuff.
To be honest with you, what they've done for me, we don't even have enough time on this fucking podcast, man. Those are the big homies right there. I tell you that, like, from, uh, facilitating my business endeavors, uh, you know, uh, letting me set up, Sleep Monkey in the store, um, just letting me get on their team and be a fly on the wall and being able to go to the meetings and set up events and just have a space to facilitate a lot of my ideas, a lot of our ideas.
Right.
Like, I am forever grateful for them, like forever. Those are my peoples right there. Like, they just paved the way for opportunity, and they really, they really opened up and made doing good business very, very simple. That's what I like about
Right.
dealing with them too, is that it's always very simple. It doesn't have to be complicated, and it doesn't, and it's never no hard feelings or anything, like, but we've had a lot more wins than losses, working together, and I just appreciate them 100%.
Wow.
In
Absolutely.
short, that's in short, because those are my
Yeah.
people. They cool peoples.
I
Yeah, no,
recently connected. I recently just connected with them like a couple of months ago. Actually, with Feenom, I introduced me to them and stuff, and I checked out the spot. And Tiffany and Touch and Matt, cool people. I'm actually appreciative them. They let me like to go in their meetings and get together and do an event out there and appreciating using the venue and all that. They have good hearts and they're good people. I'll continue doing stuff in the future with them. I appreciate them a lot for working with me and especially me because I'm new to the team and shit. You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right.
no, they definitely want to help anyone. I
Right.
mean, hell,
And I appreciate them a lot. Yeah.
they even
Looking out.
offered me down the road an opportunity to do security there for them. So they're always looking to push the envelope and really help their people.
Hold
But
on,
for
we not gonna fast forward. We not gonna rush past that real quick. You about to be on your row house?
what,
You about to be on your row house, Mike?
what you what you mean? Nah, like
Let me
I got the
see
license.
your ID.
Nah, you know me, I'm mellow,
Hold
man.
on, hold on,
In
hold
the
on. The big homie
building.
Andromeda's in the
Oh,
building. Shout out
oh
Andromeda. We already
yeah,
gave you your shout out. We gave you some flowers before. I don't know if you was tapped in or not, but you tapped in now. So big shout out to you. Keep doing your thing, making beautiful music.
yeah, yeah. I've been on her behind about about dropping music, new music a little closer together, just a little bit,
Oh, that's who that post was about the other day.
Be doing
just a
the
little bit,
hey.
just a little bit,
We gotta have her. We
listen,
have to have her up there. We have to turn her into some
Now it
poet.
all comes together.
You gonna
listen,
get on stage?
listen. She said She said, "Yeah, I'm her, and I'm waiting for her to return." Like that's all. There's one specific track that I'm waiting for. I ain't gonna put it on blast. She knows which one I'm talking about. But there's
Yo,
one track that got me waiting like Sonic in the Sega game.
y'all want to talk about somebody that can dress? My homegirl
She can
Andromeda be
dress.
putting
You
that
see her
shit on, nigga.
shoes?
Every time I see her, she be
Right.
putting that shit on, bro.
Right.
She had some like
Her white
furry
shoes
white
on. She's
sandal
like,
boots or some shit the
right, those
last time I seen her.
boots.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh
what I was
damn,
talking
son.
about.
She really don't be playing. She come outside. Every time
Right.
she come outside, she look like she famous already.
Yo, we should do a magazine. Like modeling magazine when she comes out. Yeah.
bro, she on some Essence magazine shit.
Right,
You got
right.
it. She be putting that shit
Listen,
on, nigga. Every time I see her, I'm like, damn, okay. All right, homie.
she she makes taking pictures very easy too. She's a
Right.
very easy. She's a
She's
very
good at
easy focal point.
taking
Yo, all
pictures.
the homegirls, that's one thing I gotta say. I gotta say, man, all the homegirls in the circle, from the happy tree to the artists and stuff, like, you know, like to we some fresh motherfuckers, bro. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like everybody be getting fly, everybody got their own swag, their own style and shit like that. I'm happy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? When you
Right.
surrounded by fresh people, you know that you on your way. Like, you feel me? Like keeping it fresh, keeping it clean. That's what it's all about. Like that
Absolutely,
money's around the corner. I ain't never see a dirty nigga with money.
absolutely.
Not unless he's a mechanic.
So
Right.
you know, I call this is puffin poetry.
Right.
Poetry and weed, they go together, right? Like weed's supposed to relax you, and poetry is supposed to be relaxing. You know,
Right.
so as my wife just kind of looks at me as I say that very strangely. What? Because I was so So what brought the idea of doing this event?
I came up with it. I like poetry. I do write a little bit here and there when I have the time, and I go to poetry events, and I just feel like we needed more poetry events here. So, and that's why I was like, you know what, I'm gonna gather. I brought the idea to them, and I'm like, yo, let's do a poetry event. Let's get a few poets, and that's what we did. I gather a bunch of poets, and now we about to go in. It's gonna be lit. You know what I mean?
Y'all wanna hear my favorite poem?
Go for
Yeah.
it.
This is my favorite poem from a poet named David Chappelle.
Oh God.
Black people do this, white people do that. When the power goes off, white people panic. Black people planned it.
Oh
Yo,
my
y'all remember
God.
that from the Chappelle show?
Hell
They be
yeah.
making fun of the Deaf Poetry Jam. That shit always cracked me up.
Right.
Oh my God.
Nah, but all seriousness, poetry is a big thing, man. Like, especially in the hip hop community. A lot of people started off.
He said, damn, violating. yo,
A lot of
yo,
people
Justin,
started
shut up.
off with poetry. A lot of my older cousins, they started off doing poetry, and then they flipped it in the rhyme, and they done poetry contests and everything. So I've always been, around seeing poetry. So I was excited when she came up with the idea of the event, and I was definitely happy to help collaborate on it.
Wow.
Right.
But
Nigga
what's
said
the
I'm mixed.
mission out-
Huh?
He seems some planning and some panicking.
outside of just wanting a poetry event in the area for the love of poetry? What is the
Right.
mission behind it? Like I live my life by the word purpose. So there's got to be a purpose behind it, just other than just we just gonna
Oh,
have it to have it kind of
oh, you
thing.
mean you want to know what's the mission of that? Why we're having the poetry event?
Yes.
Okay. Well, poetry event one. The poetry event. I'm just to anybody who. It's not only to people who are professionals, like who've been on a poet for many years. It's open to anybody. Like I have two people who are actually new poets. Well, they write poems, they write anyway, but they never really came out, and they're actually going on stage for the first time and expressing. Poetry is about expressing and your experiences. So behind of it is basically, I want people just to be them. Just go on the stage and be who they are and share their experience through poetry.
Right. I
Yeah,
also
that's
feel well, I'll tell you what I like about the event. I feel like it provides diversity.
right.
You know, there's nothing wrong with the events that are out right now, but it's just like a breath of fresh air. Some people like to go to different type of events, so maybe the things that have been provided so far aren't for them. So this gives an opportunity for you know, people looking for a different type of mode to be on to come out. And
A different
as
type of
Angie
vibe.
already touched on, uh, expression itself. You know, there's a lot of people that look at something like poetry as therapy. So,
Right.
you know, I'm just happy to be a part of something that would facilitate something like that for them. And yeah,
And poetry's powerful. I used to write it back in the day. I used to write it. I
So
stopped
you
over
need to go on
here.
stage, Mike. You
Nah,
need to go on stage then.
you
You
know
can't
what's
tell me that. You told the wrong
you
person.
know
You told
you
the
know
wrong
what's
person.
funny is that I like right now I'm okay talking in front of a camera. I'm
Right.
all right with talking out, but if you put me in front of a bunch of people and I'm supposed to do something, I'll freeze. Like if I'm projecting, talking, if I have a topic of something, but something like a performance, like that, I get stage fright.
I
It's
think you
very
could
weird.
do it. Stage fright is
Yeah,
nothing
me
but
too.
stage fright is
It's in
nothing
your head.
but
It's in the mind.
misdirected energy.
Right. It's in the
Try
mind too.
It
to
just
Jack do it.
I bet you
yeah, it
I
just
can convince
misdirected
you.
energy. All that shivering and adrenaline you're feeling. That's the energy that you gotta take it uh and use it for good, bro. That's basically the best way. Cause I'm nervous every time. I'm nervous every last night. I was nervous like a motherfucker,
You
especially
don't even
because a
look
lot of
it.
these some of the songs we were doing songs that we wrote like years ago and shit. So it was like it was like a 4 hour drive. The whole 4 hour drive, I'm running the songs back. Like, what did I say right here? To make sure I got
Okay.
that right. I don't want to fumble the words. Like, you know what I mean? Because I had to take the training wheels off for the performance and stuff. So um, I was nervous the whole time being in another state, in another town. Like, there's always some degree of nervousness. At least doing a poetry event in this area, you already got that hometown advantage.
Yeah.
Mike, it's okay. I'm gonna convince you now. Cause you just told somebody like you should never said that, right?
Yeah,
You
nah,
won't get no
it,
sleep. You won't freeze. No. You have
yeah,
a
Nah,
talk to me, you be good.
CJ, you murdered that, bro. That he got a cell call who really gives a fuck. That he also performed at my silent disco event at the Happy Tree. And let me tell y'all, man, CJ is like one of the best MCs I've ever like locally seen. He just has such a way about him to like direct the crowd and get the crowd to do what he wants them to do and to get them all involved. And he's very good at speaking with the crowd. Far much better than like that's like my level that I achieved to be is like the stuff that he does and
well,
stuff. So he
the
says
thing,
that I killed it last night when he definitely really killed it last night, man. That song
well,
is
but
pure, bro.
the
Like,
thing, the thing about him is at your disco event, me and him exchanged phone numbers and we talk pretty frequently, and like I recognized Frizz, but the last cipher I remembered him in, his hair was long, so I'm like, bro, you look different. I recognized. He's like, yeah, I was in the cipher too. I was like, but my hair was longer. But when you listen to him rap and his scheme, well, the best part about him is he don't look like a rapper,
yeah.
right? Like that's the thing. Like
Yo, neither are a lot of. If you listen to a lot of his references, and I noticed this yesterday about we're talking about rapping Frizzy
no,
or
I'm
about
talking
CJ.
about Cracker
Oh,
Jack.
yeah,
Frizzy,
both of them.
he don't look like a rapper though
Yeah,
either.
both of them aren't like traditional rappers. But I tell you one thing about what I like about both of them, and it's all relevant because they're both going to be at the poetry event this Thursday. So CJ is a pure student of the game. Like he's not a purist where he's like, oh, I can't listen to Sexy Red or like something new. Like you know how people
Yeah.
are, oh, mumble rap, oh, like always try to sound like old farts. He's not like that, but he's a student of the game. Like definitely a student of boom bap and old school hip hop and all the subgenres that are close to that. Like but he's like a hip hop historian, like where he'll give you information about these artists that you never knew. Like he's just got the inside information because he just is so passionate about what he's doing. Um, and sorry, I got a whole bunch of kids walking past me when they know that I'm supposed to be locked in right now.
Yeah, you good.
But you know they safe on the cameras right now.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna scream at them now. But yeah. So he's definitely a student of the game, and that's something I always really appreciated. Somebody that's real passionate, because a lot of times people rap for different reasons, and they're not really fans of hip hop, not really fans of the art style that comes with it. But I would say that CJ, like, I mean, you can hear his references. He's talking about Nori and the War Report. Like, you know, he's like, you know what I mean? Like, he's always showing you he's a student of the game, and I appreciate that. Frizzy, on the other hand, is an immaculate lyricist. Like, he's like nasty.
Yeah, he's
They're
nice.
both actually nasty.
Yeah.
But Frizzy is nasty in a different way because he didn't grow up listening to traditional hip hop. He didn't grow up
At
listening
all.
to not even just traditional hip hop. He didn't grow up listening to any type of traditional genre. He's like he grew up very anti like industry like music. So like every time he's telling you about a new artist, it's an artist you've never heard of. Like somebody that's popping, somebody that just passed your radar though because you've never heard of him. And I noticed that a lot of Frizzy's references are like white guy references, but delivered in like a ill ass flow. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to think of like a good example and shit. But he like, you know, he says things like skull fucking and shit like that. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
real like frat boy like type of funny shit. Like he actually he he has the claim where he says he pioneered the invention of smart rap because you know he just talks about all these party elements and shit like that. And a lot of people eat it up, but the references he uses to get to the point that he's making are fucking hilarious, and it's just something that the things that I wouldn't think of because I didn't grow up the way that he did. So you
When I
find
had
an appreciation
when
for it.
I had him on the show, like it was he sold his backstory, and it was just like, man, you didn't listen to shit, but you know a lot.
Yeah,
you know. And I even told him the first time I seen him rap was a cipher with that John did at the waterfront. He had Meaty Bone on there, he had Frizz, he had Ace on there, I Smiles, Nels was on there, and Soul IMC.
right.
And when he stepped up to
Oh,
rap,
that's the one I was on. Oh,
you
well, it's
wasn't
not the one I was
on
on.
that one.
Okay, this is the one at the waterfront.
The one on the waterfront, yeah. So
Remember that?
he was, and when he first came up, because the way they did it is the way they showed it, each artist, they would walk up and then they would take their verse. But his, it just flipped and he was there. And it was like all hands on deck, like a tech deck. And I'm like, whoa. And then I'm like, then I'm like, man, this dude's a rapper. But he was rapping.
Yeah,
And
I
then
love
when he,
watching his
when
reaction videos too because like that's where I feel like he gets the most flowers. Where a lot of people will be sometimes hating on them because you know they want to hear what they want to hear, but you know someone that is somebody that wants to hear new and refreshing music always will appreciate a rapper like Rapping Frizzy.
Well, like you listen, he said bars like a jail cell. That's one of those lines, like your line, took the world before the devil could take it. That's just one of those lines that it stays in here.
I love
Like
that you were impressed by that line too. That's really my claim to fame with you.
like he's like, yo, you know it's always gonna be a reference forever.
Yo, how
Like
Kendrick be like, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. That was me on that fucking cipher. It's like, okay, we're gonna cement it today that I can rap, motherfucker. Like,
you
there's never gonna be no doubt about that shit again.
listen, anytime, like everyone on that cipher was great, and typically, and this is a little biased, but typically, anytime Meaty Bones on a cipher, he's got the best verse.
Mhm,
Typically, in my opinion.
mhm.
Um, but nah,
Not on
that
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 one.
that that one
Shout
was
out to Meaty Bone too,
that,
because Meaty Bone has always been like a heavyweight hitter, and you know Hudson
Spit.
Valley and shit like that.
Yeah, he has.
And I definitely appreciate every time we cross paths and stuff like that. It's always been a good vibe. Uh, not
Gotta
really
get him on
competitive energy,
here.
but
Gotta get him on
competitive energy at the same time.
I'm
Like
trying. His work schedule's a little funky, so it's hard for us to get a time for him to get on here, Meaty Bone. But we have talked about it. I seen him at a wedding, and he said, "I didn't forget about you. I want to come on." I said, "We're gonna do it."
look at we grown when we start going to weddings and shit.
right.
We adulted.
I'm single,
So,
so sometimes I be looking forward to them shits. Like, okay, I'm
like,
about to go to a wedding, about to put on a suit, like, you know what I mean, see what's up with these bridesmaids and shit. You
you
feel me?
never know. So now I want to get into who's gonna be performing, and just give me, now I can say, out of all the artists performing, I know or have seen them or have spoken with them all except one. There's one person I don't recognize on this list, but
Who?
Amanda Lynn is the
Oh,
only one I don't recognize.
I ended up connecting. I found her on Instagram because I'm into art also. I love art, and she's a poet and an artist, and I
Okay,
watch her work, and I've never heard of her like being a like her being a like her performing poetry, but I've heard that she's really good from the past, and I think she's been to the warehouse before, but I'm not for sure if she has. I know that she does really good art, and I just hit her up and say, hey, can you perform? And she was down. So she's actually done throughout the summer, like like they have these arts. Oh, you do the art in the sidewalks. They have artists, like all the professional artists drawing on the sidewalk,
yeah,
all the sidewalks and stuff. She's been doing that, and her art is fire.
wow.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so
so and
she's a poet and an artist.
yes, she's a poet and an artist.
That's dope. And you just found her. Yeah, you come across some great people on this the blue app or the purple app or the pink app, whichever app you use, right? And I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Right.
But I'm just gonna go down the list of artists. Just give me a little piece about them. Now I've seen Mr. Vargas perform multiple times. I just seen him perform during Mavor Week. He's actually slated to come on the show very soon. I love what he's about.
Right.
He's always got a good energy about him and an aura around him. So, what's your thoughts on what he does? Because he's talented for sure.
On who?
Daniel
Oh,
Vargas.
Daniel. Oh, I knew Daniel. He remembers because I used to go to the warehouse, and I remember he's been there a few times. So we bumped into each other. Like, so I seen him perform, but I didn't know him. But
Right.
I found him on Facebook, and I always remember him doing poetry, and he's really good. I know a few other people that's connected. Like I know of them too. That's artists and stuff. Like from the past when I used to be a promoter, but I've always knew he was into poetry, and he does like the bongos too. He teaches classes
Yeah.
with the kids and everything like that. He's actually going to be at the Boys and Girls Club, actually this week on the 6th and the 8th, doing teaching the kids with the bongos, and yep. So that's awesome. He's very talented. I've noticed a lot of his work. He could freestyle, like he even could dance, like freestyle dance, and he could spit. He had a video up in there on his page too. He's very
Yeah.
talented in many ways. Yeah, I like him. Who
Yeah.
do?
Yeah. He definitely always makes sure he interacts with the crowd.
Right,
Um, when I seen his name when I seen his name on the ticket, it was something that was just like he's definitely going to bring it
right,
as he always does. Like because he's just definitely a special soul
right.
in
He is. Yeah.
in that regard. So damn Clayton done had to handle the kids, I guess, huh?
Right, right.
It's all good though. So
Then we got Yellow Pound
yeah,
Cake. You know what I mean?
that's
Everybody.
That's the next one. I've been following Pound Cake for a long time. The
Right.
first time I seen her rap was like, or I seen anything with her was like maybe like 5 years ago. She was maybe on Liberty Street, or I believe, and she was just freestyling over What We Do, and I was just like amazed by like her wordplay and the way she was
She's
just
sick.
putting words together.
Yellow
You
Pound
know,
Cake always been nice. That's a fact. I remember me and her did one of DJ Style ciphers a few years back and stuff like that, and she had some bars on that.
she's definitely a heavy hitter. Like,
Right.
I mean, like the lyrics. Like, I'll put it to you this way. This is my humble opinion of her. She's so nice. She signs a record deal. She starts making music. She can
Right.
imprint her name. She can imprint her name not as one of the greatest female rappers ever. One of the greatest. She has the potential to be like one of the greatest ever.
I agree
Ever.
with you on that one.
So I guess it's a good time to announce that me and her have actually been in talks about a collaboration. We bumped
That's
into
what's
each
up.
other at the the R&B picnic, and it's always love every time I bump into her and shit. And she's like, "Nah, enough is enough. It's time to stop playing. Like none of this bullshit. Like fake, collaboration. You know how we get, like, especially in New York,
Right.
we see each other like, yeah, 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 yeah. Like we want to do it. It's just like fit into the schedule and shit. Like nah, we're gonna make that a priority. So
Well,
hopefully that
Right.
collaboration
I,
gonna come together
I think,
very, very soon.
and I'm gonna tell you this. I don't, because like y'all know, y'all know what Naj Murph meant. And one thing we discussed maybe 4 months before he died
Mm-hmm.
was how him and Oswin never did a song together. I was like, y'all been rapping since y'all were in diapers. Y'all have went to school together. Y'all have went to a summer camp together. Y'all were at each other's house all the time. Y'all knew each other's families, and y'all never did a song together ever. I said that's a crime. As nice as the two of you are, it is a crime. And it is a crime that he passed away and that it did not happen. Because even if you hear the song where he made for him, he said, I'm sorry for slacking on that feature. So I say that to say,
Life is
don't
short.
slack. Don't slack. You know, make that time. Get in that studio. Hell, even if you got an email, you seen Rich bugging me to bug you about them vocals for weeks. He
Yeah,
goes, every
that's another
time
one.
you see,
That's another one of my niggas that go way, way, way
he's
back.
like,
He had to do all that though. That nigga got my number. He just was putting on.
he just says, every time you see Judah, tell him about them vocals, fam.
I still owe him some vocals and stuff. Not gonna lie.
So
But that's the homie. We've been doing music together since we was little kids. So
he did mention that. He said that when he was on this show, I believe he was episode 4 or 5. He did say that you were very, um, oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? Not insightful. Jesus, the words will come to me
I
later.
am excited,
But you were really
motherfucker.
no. He used another word that explained it better. Um, God, I just can't remember it offhand. But you were a force behind everything that he's able to do with performing and rapping. He owed it all to you, and he said that he'd look into work with you again.
Yo, much respect. Yeah, much respect to the homie. Like, you know what I mean? But when we was younger, hell yeah, I was whipping motherfuckers in shape all the time, bro. All the time, motherfucker. We was practice. I miss being young too, because you had the energy for it all, and we was taking like such a good approach with the music. Like we would practice, like we would literally practice for our shows. Like we would, like, you know what I mean? Like that's the problem with, I feel like, rap music a lot today is that we make songs and then we think that we don't have to look at them again until we perform. And we used to practice like how bands practice, like for our shit. Like, we had like a schedule, like we were coming in. We used to get in trouble together. I remember, I don't know if I said this on your show. We all got arrested at one of our shows we did. Uh and we had to go to court together as a rap group. It was fucking hilarious. My
I think you
parents were
told that,
so
and
mad.
And he told that.
Our parents were so mad at us, bro.
Oh man. Shout out to Rich.
We all
He's doing his thing.
got arrested together. It was actually all. It was a group decision to all get. We could have all ran. But the DJ had our instrumentals, like like this was like before like
Oh,
MP3, like
damn.
where like if somebody made your beat for you and it was on that CD, like that was the
You needed
only
that.
copy that you was gonna get, bro. Like, and that was the situation. Like the dude had lost the program he had made the beat on and shit. So we had this CD with all the instrumentals that this dude made for us and shit like that. Never to be seen or heard ever again. And we had got kicked out the spot we was at. And uh you know what's funny? We actually got kicked out the spot because one of these other people in the group, they had a song that had too much cussing, and we were at a national high school step tournament.
Jesus.
So I was telling motherfuckers, don't do the song, nigga. Don't do the song. Nah, fuck that, fuck that. You always telling us what to do. Da, 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 da. Don't do the song, nigga. Then got up on there, nigga said, shake that ass to the left, shake that ass to the right. Now drop it, girl, drop it. It was like, boo, nigga, boo,
Man,
boo.
you was trying to do him like when they told Biggie not to perform Who Shot You on the West Coast.
Yeah, but
Don't do that
also,
song.
but you know what? It don't matter. Like, even if it was like one of them things, like, even if it was an eternal disagreement, we still rise or we still sink together as a team. So like, you know what I mean? I turned into Snoop Dogg at the fucking Source Award. It's like, oh, y'all ain't got love for us, nigga?
Yeah.
Like, we started getting rough with security, everything. They kick us out,
Man.
and the cops was on the way. We could hear the sirens, but I was adamantly trying to get back in there to get that fucking CD, man. I wanted them instrumentals, man.
Like
So
I
we all
need
ended up going to jail.
Jeez. Wow.
Good time. That's what being a kid is all about, though. Not jail, too. Let me go rewind that back. Let me go to jail. It's actually my birthday, too, which is the funniest part about it.
Damn.
But we didn't go to jail. But the cop was trying to get us to rap to get up out of here. Like, he's like, nah, y'all got to spit some 5-16s. And if I don't like it, y'all stay in here.
I bet
Damn.
you spit fire. You had to spit
Word.
that fire.
I'm a protester.
So,
Now, hell yeah, I'll spit fire.
so the next poet I got written down here is Curtis Walker, CJ. I didn't know he wrote poetry.
I
More
remember
so,
some from high school.
more so, I remember I always see he's the workout man though, man. That man knows how to train people for sure.
Actually, Curtis Walker, I know him because that's my niece's uncle. And top of that, he can't make it, so he's not gonna be in the event. So I don't want to. Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to make it. Sad because I wanted him to be there, of course, but it's all right. It's all good. You know what I mean?
Things happen. Things
Yeah,
happen.
things happen. But yes, he's a poet. He's done poetry in the past. I didn't even know until later on. I did my research, and I'm like, I hit up and like, hey, hit him up his sister and stuff because his sister, like I said, that's my niece's mom, and I'm like, your brother does poetry? It's like, and then I watched videos and heard like some of his poetry. And I'm like, man, he's fire. You know what I mean? So I hit him up. He was down to do it, but some stuff came up and he can't be in it. But next event, we'll be okay. Next event.
Okay. So, y'all know, me and
Man,
Kai.
this summer been mad fun, man. I'm not gonna lie. This summer's been mad
Right, it
fun
been lit.
collaborating and seeing all these people. And then seeing how talented people are from back in the day. Like, this is a small town, so, going to junior high school with a lot of these cats in high school, and a lot of these cats, just to see like us cross paths again, all doing some creative stuff. It's a dope moment, man. I'm glad everybody gets to get their shine on, man.
Absolutely.
New York
Absolutely.
Inc., what's up?
So now you tell me, I know you got a good relationship with Kyra, as do I. But tell me a little bit about her background with poetry, because it seems like this one when I seen it kind of came out of left field.
I've actually seen
Well.
videos. I've seen videos of Kyra doing poetry in college.
Okay.
So
Really?
so
I didn't
I
know that.
actually, once I seen that she was on, I was actually impressed because she's like, This is her coming out of her shell, so to speak, as well. Um, um, but but yeah, I have 100% faith in her abilities because
Right, she
I've
got
seen
this. She
I've
got
seen what
this.
she's done. She's good.
Yeah, well, she told me she wrote did poetry, and I was like, man, she just told the wrong person. I told you, Mike, you should never told me because
You'll
I she
never,
I asked her. Yeah, look, and I convinced her. She's going on.
you will
She's like,
never
you
convince me to get in front of
know what
people
I
to read
mean?
poetry. You
Boom,
Yo,
will
nah, no,
yo,
no,
never.
new goal added to the bucket
right?
list.
You're
You
not.
lucky you ain't say, yo, you're lucky you ain't say this at the beginning of the summer because I'd be like, oh, by the end of the summer, my son Mike is about to do some shit, bro.
Right.
Like, yo, y'all ever see the show on YouTube called oh my god, they have a brand called Seek Discomfort, but the name of their channel is Yes Theory.
Nah,
That's
I
the
never
You
seen
ever
it.
heard about Yes Theory? Yes Theory,
no.
they're the YouTubers that got that. Y'all remember? Okay, y'all remember when Will Smith jumped out the helicopter? He did like some bungee jump out of a helicopter. It was like a big
Yeah,
deal.
Yeah.
right.
So they are the YouTubers that got him to do that. Like they basically had some shit like if we get X amount of subscribers or likes, whatever, Will Smith got to do this, that, and the third. But their whole brand is about getting people to come out of their comfort zone to do things that they were always like kind of curious about, but always were kind of shy or afraid to do.
Right.
So like y'all watch them religiously, and like I definitely like developed that philosophy of like meeting people and feeding them that dream and getting them
Right.
to do it, only if it's once. Like you know
You
what I
only
mean?
live
Because
once, right?
bro, it's like if it's something like where like if it's something where in the back of your head the only thing that's holding you back is like you're scared to do it, then that's not enough of an excuse. Now, if you don't want to do it, that's something different. Like I don't have the passion for that. That's not my thing. But if it's some shit like I can see myself doing that, but I'm afraid because of this, that, and third variable, then that's something completely different. And it's like we got to knock down those fears one by one and get any individual in that place to face their fears and just do something that steps out their comfort zone. And
Well, and it all started, the self consciousness about it was a couple years ago. When I lived in Ellenville, there was a barber. His name's T. And like he would do these comedy shows. Now everyone knows I tell jokes all day, every day. That's what I do. And he was like, yo, man, you're funny. And I'm like, on the fly, sure. But to sit down and actually intentionally make people laugh, I don't think I can do that. He goes, yo, just get up there and talk about your life. People will laugh. I'm like, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. But he still tries to get me to go on the stage and tell
wait,
jokes.
so did you go on?
No,
Oh, okay. See, that's why I thought there was some trauma attached to this shit.
no,
Like I was
no, no,
waiting for her,
no.
like,
No,
and then I,
I was just like,
my glasses fell off, the microphone dropped, spilled the drink on the first row.
everything that could have went wrong went wrong.
Y'all, I always wanted to try my hand in stand up comedy too. I'm not gonna lie, I always wanted to try it. But that's something that's nervous too because it's a new frontier to conquer.
Oh, and it's not an easy one to conquer either.
Well, you know what it is? Everything is about preparation. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, people probably think you're funny on the fly, like during conversation, but like, when you're doing something like a show, um, you got to figure out that there's going to be different personality types, and there's going to be, a lot of different people like who think different things are funny. So I would imagine that something like comedy is like finding that sweet spot where most people are going to think a certain subject is funny. Like, you know what I mean?
It's
Um,
it's funny because I've talked to Gilbert about this. I'm like, because he's freaking hysterical. So and he was just like, yeah, it's all
so I've
about just figuring
heard, yeah,
about figuring out, to your point, where what is. And
right.
it's like sometimes you can't be scared to knock down those barriers and offend people. I mean, Dave Chappelle's the prime of that with the transgender community. Um,
Well, I think
he,
Dave Chappelle's gimmick, and probably most comedians, like, they're all like, what are people thinking but afraid to say?
yeah, Right. And you can't be, you can't cancel. Can't let people
Special
cancel.
license, man. Certain people have special licenses. Like we always look at the jester.
Yeah.
Um, we always look at the jester as like some type of joke role, like a clown. But the jester was actually a real prominent figure, like in like medieval history and shit like that. And it wasn't like on some like how it's portrayed now, like throw him out. The
Yeah.
jester was the type of person that was telling jokes that would pretty much, you know, be like in protest to what certain like things were going on in the kingdom and stuff like that. And like, people were be able, like, you can basically make change through laughter. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it takes laughter to to show you that you're thinking illogically.
Right.
Well, it's just like when Tyler Perry retired Medea. He came out with another comedy movie
Yeah.
during like 2021. It was Medea's Homecoming, and you know why he said he made that movie? Because people don't laugh anymore. People are so sensitive. Like at my job, like when I started working there, everyone was so uptight and so uncomfortable with the jokes I tell because they're horrible. If HR heard them, I'd be fired. But now everyone just kind of laughs at him because it's just like this is who he is. So I'm trying to bring an easier work environment. I like people to be loose, be who you are, be open, be
Right.
that's just like when people come on here. Can I smoke? Can I do this? Can I do that? I don't care what you do. Be who you are.
Mike,
How
Mike,
am I
I ain't
gonna
gonna hold you.
say?
This is my house. I'm in my house, so
Well,
I
well,
like
not
I'm
only
gonna
that,
smoke and drink if I want to.
well, not only that, it's called Honest Hour. So how can I ask someone to be dishonest on a show with the word honest in it?
You gotta
Do you
be
want
real.
to
Be who
smoke?
you are, like you said.
You ain't got to
Yeah, you
tell
know.
me what to do in my goddamn house, goddamn.
Right.
Hey, listen, you do what you want. You know.
Motherfucker, I pay the
So
bills. I pay the goddamn bills.
so so
I
tell
would
me a
get
little
what you
bit
mean about work.
what
I said,
happened.
I get what you mean about work. When you go, I've been through some jobs like that. You go to people seem so miserable or negative a little bit or not so happy. So it's good to have somebody who could bring positivity and be happy and joke around. You need that. You need that around regularly, to be honest.
I would say you got to know your audience.
Right.
Yeah,
I under-
feel the vibes.
Right.
Like there's a few people where it's just like there's this one guy that works there. I get the racial vibes from
Right.
him,
Right.
and
Right.
like he would hang me from a tree if I was at his house, and
Nice.
and sure as shit, he said to some people the N word. I don't know how he kept his job, but let I wasn't there when it happened. I wasn't even working there, but let me hear it. Shit, hey, everyone will be involved. And if you don't fire him, you got a lawsuit coming your
Right.
way. That's for sure. So tell me a little bit about Nickel Plated. He looks very familiar. I know I've seen his face
Well,
before.
that's
I just can't think.
Nick. I mean, I knew him since high school. That's my boy. He like fan. I know his brothers and all that. He's been spin for a while. That's Yellow Pound Cake's cousin.
Whose cousin?
Yellow Pound Cake.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, see, there you go. That's where I've seen him then. Yes, okay. So he's gonna come up and do his thing. He raps too, or he
Yeah,
just does poetry.
he raps. He spits too. He has some stuff out. I don't know if you follow him. His name is Lamont. Check him out. On page. You can find him.
I know where because I worked at Pepsi, so I know Big L, Big his dad, Big L.
Right.
I know so and I've seen him around, so definitely looking forward to that for
Right. Yeah.
sure.
He also yeah, he has a few tracks out, and he done poetry at the warehouse a couple years back, like 2 3 years ago, 2 years ago maybe during the
Okay.
pandemic, I think, around there that time. Yeah, I went to it, and Sergio, right?
Yeah.
Sergio, that DJ. He was DJing at the time.
My son
He hosted
from
that.
Park. You talking about Park Truth?
Yeah, he was hosting that day one of those events. He hosted a lot of events there, but one of the events I remember, and my mom was there, and he spit actually, and he spit, did poetry, did his thing there, and I remember, and I also been like always keeping an eye on him with his music and stuff, him and his cousin. So I hit him up, and he was down.
Okay. Okay. We gonna definitely check that out
Yo,
for sure.
Yeah.
who y'all favorite poets?
Who's my
Like,
favorite poet?
Yeah, y'all got a favorite poet?
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare?
Yeah.
I think for me, I have to say where it really began. I didn't start really looking into poetry until like eighth grade, and it was because I liked Tupac. Um,
I like Tupac too, though. Tupac was nice.
like I remember I had to do a poetry project in senior year, and everyone told me the teacher told me I couldn't pick Tupac, and all my friends were like, "Oh, Mike's upset," but who did I choose? I think I chose Maya Angelou.
Like Angie, yeah.
I got that book.
You got
Is
the
this the
book?
book you wrote your report on?
I tried. She didn't let me listen. Hold
I
on.
want to see if this is the right one because I had a couple of these joints because my cousin, my cousin, my cousin Reese was the hugest Tupac fan, so she's the one that really got me in the Tupac. Like, I mean, even when we was kids, she used to walk me to the PS 126 in elementary school and be on some West Side, and she was only in like the motherfucking sixth grade. And I was in like the third grade or the fifth grade or some shit, fourth grade. But she used to always really be on some Tupac shit, even like when, you know what I mean? But she had a poetry book. This isn't it though. I think it was gold. Poetry book was gold.
Yeah, nah, Pac was that dude. Still is.
Say still is.
Still is. No matter what.
You don't think you think you're alive?
Nah, he ain't alive.
Uh,
But
I'm like, how the fuck he still is?
still that dude. He's still that
Yeah,
dude.
I'm playing.
He's,
I'm
you
playing.
know.
I don't want Kendrick on my head, nigga.
No.
Man, you don't remember?
You
I
think the
remember
bigger
when
one can
Kanye.
disrespect Pac, nigga?
I remember Kanye
Uh,
West when he did on Def Jam. Remember that? He did so self conscious on Def Jam. I'm so self conscious. He did that was a poet. You know, of course, most rappers, you know, you start off doing poetry, but he started
Nah.
doing that on
Who that you
poetry.
talking about? Kanye West?
and then it turned
Yeah,
rap.
Nah, you
remember?
know what it
He did.
is? What Kanye West did is what. Listen, man. That's what
I
us
watched.
rappers be doing. Like I've been in this situation before where I want to go to an event and I'm not a poet, but I'm a rapper. So I like you know what I mean? Where you could just use the excuse like, well, you know, raps are, you know, poetry is rap. Poetry, like, you know what I mean? Rap is poetry type shit.
Did you
So what that nigga did
watch
was
the
he
Def
took that
Jam?
verse. He
Yeah.
said, which one is my most poetic verse I got? And that
Yeah.
nigga just freestyled, or he didn't freestyle it, but he just made a poetry format to that verse he already did. I've literally been in those shoes. I know that feeling. It's
Did
like,
you watch
now
it
I'm going on tonight.
though? Did you watch it when he did it?
I'm
Did you
going
watch
on
the
tonight,
Def Jam?
goddamn it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going on tonight.
Yo, but you watch that Def Jam then? Like, did you watch that whole thing when he was performing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I always remembered it. It was on HBO. I was young. I don't know how long young I was, but it's a couple years back. I think it was in my 20s. I remember that shit. And I thought it was
So
fire, though.
No, it was
Uh,
fire. I'm not taking away
yeah,
from it at all. I'm just saying, personal
you too.
experience, I've been in those
Right.
shoes. Like, yo, especially a person like Kanye West. We're both Geminis too, but especially Kanye West. He loves the lime, like, you know, like a nigga like that love the limelight, bro. It's just like, oh
Right,
yeah,
right.
tonight, oh these poets is getting clapped for. I'm getting clapped for tonight, nigga.
uh, so one of my biggest supporters through my whole journey of my reels and my podcast has been Bogus B.
Hmm.
Um, I I did not know the homie was a poet. Not a clue.
Okay.
Not a
I know
clue.
I know Boogie for a long, long time. I know his brothers, his mom, and I always remember he used to tell me he write and stuff like that. I heard a few things, and I always, like I said, when you tell me you write and you tell me certain things, and I'm gonna hit you up. I'm like, yo, and give them chances. And I've never heard him spit or like write poetry, but I'm just gonna. I know that he told me he wrote before, and I read some. I think he posted a few. He has posted something that he wrote in the past, and I read it. So I just like, yo, bro, I want you to go on the poetry, and he's done. He's actually coming out with something soon, so that's a good thing. I'm actually proud of
Okay.
him. Yeah. So, But yeah, he writes. He's been writing for a while. He just never put stuff out. I remember he was on like IG, and I was watching some stuff, and and he spit on it too. That's when I knew also. So I'm like, bro, it's time for him to come out now, you know. And I think that since I like mentioned to be on, you know, come on the poetry event, that motivated him more, and now he's coming out with something soon, and I'm very proud of him that he's coming out and, you know, and showing him and being him and expressing who he is. And yeah, that's my boy. He's a good dude.
Yeah, I've known him since school. We always have conversations, respectfully call each other king. So like I haven't seen him in some years, so it's definitely good to hear what he can do
Right.
and see it in real time. Also another one, SBR. I've heard him on a couple of the ciphers. But hey, what can he bring to the table? You think, in your opinion?
SPR is
That's my
nice.
boy.
Right. SPR, I know him for a while too, from my cousin and stuff.
Lots of
I've always
talent coming
loved
from
his stuff.
that way, man.
Yeah.
Big shout
Yeah,
out
I
to
know.
SBR.
Right. He can
That was
spit.
like
Yeah.
that was like the big homie when I was in the live music, man. I remember his band, I'm Awake, and I was doing the band thing too. I had a band called PVSN, and like he really put me under the wing, man. He put me on some shows at the Chance and everything, and I've known him for a very long time, man. He's super talented and multi like just diversity, man. With like all the things he does, like the rock music, the rap music, the poetry, the comic book. He has a comic book podcast right now that's
that's fire.
the Council of Comics. So big shout out to SBR.
Very talented dude, him.
He's gonna kill it, man. We got you already know that. You can already rest assured we got an all-star cast that's gonna hit the stage, and everyone is gonna be happy, impressed, and excited for what we're gonna bring to the table.
Well, I can't leave it. We left one off. We gotta talk about my guy Hood Soul. That brother's deep. I be seeing the videos, and I last event I saw him, I told him, I didn't even give him a choice. I didn't even ask. I said, bro, you're coming on my show. It's fine. It's been decided.
Right.
He just laughed and said, I'm there, bro. It's been decided for you. Like,
But so actually, I don't even know him like that. I actually just paid attention on Instagram, and I started listening to his music, and I was really feeling his music and the words and what he was talking about. And I was like keeping on all his stuff. Even he has his own business with CMOS, and I'm all about being healthy and all that because I work out and I do actually do CMOS and coconut oil, all this stuff. So when I was like, yo, I like this dude. He's nice. I was like, and I like how he works out too and stuff. He's a good dude. I've been watching his live, sometimes I've been sharing a lot of his stuff. So I hit him up and he was down to do it.
Yeah, he's definitely going to bring some energy to the table. He's good. So
yeah, I like his style too.
Definitely. So now I skipped over this because I was looking at the time and really wanted to get into the event. But, I try to keep these shows under an hour and a half. That ain't happening today. So I'm just going to keep going. But we get into the end here.
Right.
I want to talk about Caesar and his brand.
Okay.
Because, at that event in April, him and I connected and tentatively made some plans. We exchanged numbers.
He should have came to the event last Saturday, man.
It was lit.
He put on at the Happy Tree actually. I had my booth there. They actually had a live podcast there. It was some real great energy, man.
What was funny? Well, I had already committed to going to the Mavor Week event for the day, so I was there. I had already committed, and I didn't find out about it until after. So I was just like, all right. But I seen that there was a podcast there with what's his name talking over or conversations over chess, right?
Yeah, yep. Elijah. Yeah, he's good. He's a nice dude. He does good. He do too.
Yeah, don't worry. I ain't gonna say much, but I reached out to him something's coming. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm
Awesome.
gonna
Okay,
leave it
that's
at that for
cool.
now.
It's the summer
Uh,
of collaborations, man.
you know,
Like I
Right.
think that everybody, we're a web. Everybody is a web, and we've you know, and nothing that anyone's doing is in a saturated game. So I think that like locally, I think it's cool that we all can connect in
Work
some
together
form
as a
of
team.
fashion, and just get these like little projects out the way, and and take them from there.
absolutely. I want to know with Caesar and it's your world.
The
Like what
world is yours. Yep.
the world is
Yep.
yours. I see.
It's actually
I
not.
knew
It's actually world is yours. My bad. There's no.
world
I
is
always
yours.
put
Say hi.
the in front of it.
See, I knew it was somewhere in the vicinity there.
Yeah.
So it's world is yours, right?
Yep.
What is because he told me he owns his store. He has a store and he sells clothes. What has his brand been able to do for the two of you? Because you guys work in a cohesive unit, so to speak, and just what his expertise. Because when I spoke to him, he goes, I ain't finished high school. I ain't go to college.
Hmm.
But you don't need to go to finish high school, or go to college to be smart. So
Right.
what
I
has
knew
he been
I
able
knew
to
C since South Junior High
yeah,
days. Like you feel me? Like
Uh,
and he was always like person that was like on the grind, so to speak. Like you know what I mean? So it made perfect sense that he would be where he's at right now. His store is definitely like some real fly stuff. It's like really in like the heart of his neighborhood. So like it's right on William Street. So it's like for him to even bring that vibe like in that direction is like big moves like successfully. Like you know what I mean? Like he's doing big things. And
yeah,
the
he's a good
part he
dude.
played is, you know, pretty much like I'm not saying he connected me and Angie, but it's like off the strength that me and C's knew each other is what help make like our collaborations easier to go with and stuff like that, man. And
Most definitely.
big shout out to C's.
C's, yeah. I knew C since I was a little kid, actually. My cousin, like, lived upstairs and he lived downstairs, so we knew each other when we were little. C's, man, C's a good dude. He helped me with a lot. He gave me a lot of good advice, taught me some stuff. We worked together, like, I done video edits with him to share off strength for him, because he's, like, fam, and I shared a lot of his stuff for him, and I also did video edits, and we worked together and did some ideas, like, with video edits and stuff, and we support each other. So that's a good thing, We're always there for each other. I'm always going to his events and showing love, and he's always showing love. So that's what we do. We will help each other out. And he taught me a lot too with certain things, like especially in branding and stuff like that. He gave me a
yeah,
lot of advice about.
That's all right.
yeah,
And he's always helped me with his community. Always. That's
that's
another the community.
that's what I was about to say. Is I always see him, cleaning up the community, getting trash together,
Yeah.
and really servicing the community to try and make it a better place for everyone. Because Newburgh has a bad rap, like we all know that. But it's I don't think it's the city itself. It's the people within the city who choose to do nothing with their time that make it bad.
Right.
I was driving down to Toasted last week, and that road where it is on that corner that I forget the street that it intersects with. Driving down there, and I just see people playing cards on a little table just in the middle of the street, like on the sidewalk, but in the middle. I'm just like, yo, y'all can just do something so much more constructive with your time.
Man, the motherfuckers want to play cards, Mike. Let them play
Let them
cards,
play.
Mike.
Yo, let them play
I'm just
cards.
saying. Granted, they wasn't bothering anyone, but come on, give me something to work with here.
Oh, you're funny.
So
That day I'm on event too. We're gonna have Smoke for Good Feelings coming. My brand Smoke for Good Feelings is coming out.
oh man, so you got a lot coming. So what else can we expect from this event on Thursday?
So we got the poets. You all mentioned about. We have 2 artists perform, and that's gonna be Feenom
Oh shit!
and
Here come Mike. Here come Mike. Here come Mike.
actually
Keep the cards
Feenom's gonna be
down.
the host. One week.
Wait, who's the host?
Yeah, who you think? Clayton.
Oh,
Who's the host?
You hosting, boy. That's what you mean.
God damn it. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Also,
he's also gonna be performing. And what's his name? He's gonna be performing too. What's his name? Rappy Frizz, right? What's his name? Yep.
rapping
Yeah.
Frizzy.
So he's gonna be performing. Then I got my brand
Bringing
launching
Mr.
that day.
Frizzy
Smoke
down
with
to the
Feelings.
happy tree.
You know, basically behind smoking for good feelings is like, a lot of people. Some people just smoke just to smoke, right? Some people smoke for
Yeah.
many reasons. So I feel like some people smoke to sleep better. Some people smoke because they're stressed. Some people smoke to relax them, right? Or they're depressed. I don't know. Some people like, yo, I smoke. I don't know. Everybody has their own ways. There's emotions and everything that you smoke through. People smoke weed. Some people just like to get fucking high, right? So that's how I see it. So, but that's why I put smoke for good feelings, because it's more positive instead of, because I feel like, you can say I like better, like smoke for good feelings, because people smoke for many reasons, any types of emotions and feelings. That's how I see it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Some people probably do smoke for negative feelings, but I'm not like, I ain't gonna put that down. You know what I mean? Like, but me,
Well,
I feel like, right. But
what we're gonna say, you feel like what?
no, but for me, I don't know. Like, I just smoke for good feelings is more positive.
Right. It can be, people do it for different reasons. They got
Right,
to do, and and if that's what you like to do, there's nothing wrong with it. I think that people don't have the knowledge of what it really is and the the positives that it has. People
right,
just look at it as negative,
right,
like
Devil's lettuce.
if I were to smoke a blunt and then go to work and they drug test me tomorrow, I lose my
right,
license. Like, but yet if I get cancer and I get sick, I can blaze up
right.
till the end of the day. So,
Helps with
you
glaucoma.
know,
I mean,
like
helps with
why,
people.
you know,
Helps with glaucoma. Helps people who have cancers who can't eat. They like if they don't have appetite, they smoke and they get the appetite. Shoot, it helps people who actually have anxiety and actually really relax them. Some people can't sleep and they smoke some weed. They can go. They sleep way better. They can sleep 8 hours straight. You feel me? Like,
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
So,
interfere.
no,
Talking.
no, no, no. Listen, this is a
Right.
conversation. There's nothing wrong with that. I want to know for both of you, what is the next goal that you want to accomplish with your brands or in general?
Well, my eyes creativity. Actually, my compass is to I want to work with more people and showing love and work together more. As a team and keep showing people love and showing their creativity to the our community and just continue doing what I do with eyes creativity. Of course, I like it. I'm gonna do my clothing and stuff like that because I feel like that should look fire on in the shirts and clothing. I like it. Very artistic and what's with eyes creativity. Smoke for good feelings. I want to keep pushing that, and then I want to work Feenom said. I want to collaborate with a lot more other people. Me and Feenom also collaborating, doing things in the future. So that's my goal right now. I'm going day by day with everything.
Okay, okay. What about you, Clay?
Um, so right now, my goal is definitely still to promote Sleep Monkey and get it to, the highest, take it to the top. But also, I'm officially launching my t-shirt service, shirt no service. And I just want to kind of help everybody get to the point that I've been able to get at with their merch. So, I'm gonna definitely be focusing on making merch for other brands because I can facilitate. I work for a place that can facilitate that. So I'm gonna use that to my advantage, and I'm just gonna continue to do more good business with,
Right?
with
Yeah.
as
Look
many
to
people
Feenom.
who
He's
are
sick
coming.
with it.
You
He knows
you
all the
already
machines.
you
Right?
already know I'm on that list as soon as I get my stuff
Oh,
here
yo, I wish
together.
this is like where we could play back the playback, so it could be like everyone gets a free shirt, 10
I
shirts.
Yeah, I know. Things are a little awkward right
No, I
now.
know I'm playing. I'm
We
playing.
we gonna get there. We gonna get there. And like you both said, summer is winding down. But what what other events are possibly in the works, or when can another one be coming?
Man,
Because we always.
I still want to do a gaming tournament. I want to do an anime movie night. I want to do some real cool dork shit before the end of the summer. That's what I want to do. Let's just put it
Right.
all out there, man.
And he's always
Listen, listen,
well,
a huge part of me, I I love that type shit. So I want to do some shit where everyone come out and get on their anime wave or something, or like
right.
what I mean, do stuff for
Absolutely.
nerds, bro.
In the future, I do want to do some stuff on R&B. I think we need to do events with R&B and art. So I have some that goal of mine, art and R&B. So
Oh, the R&B picnic was fire too. They got another one coming up, so I'm definitely gonna in
the 15th,
the future, like I'm definitely gonna lock in with that. I'm trying to lock in September 15th for that event. But right after this event, we got Brand Wars coming up August 10th at the Happy Tree from 12 to 6 p.m. It's gonna
right?
be all inclusive market vibe. So I want everybody to tap in, come shop local, come spend some money with the people that's doing their brands. We're shooting for a very diverse kind of market. So I definitely want everyone to tap into that for sure.
Absolutely. So y'all know I end every episode with a
I'm gonna work that.
positive ending message. But
Right.
before that, tell everyone all your handles, where they can find you if they want any clothing, any work, or anything like that.
You can find me on TikTok at Eyes for Creativity. You can find me on Instagram at Eyes for Creativity, and you can find me on Facebook. Angie on the Move, Eyes for Creativity.
And that's Eyes with a Z, just so anyone knows.
Yeah, Eyes with the Z. Yep. People get you're right confused with the S. Thank you. It's like saying my last name is the same. I always gotta go like, well, my last name is with an S, and everybody thinks it's with a Z. That's funny. You mentioned that.
Yeah, nah. So, so now they got it with the reverse. They got it wrong on the other way.
Right. Yo, thank you for mentioning that.
Even in the
Right.
eyes.
And where can they find you at, Judah?
Yo, you can find me directly at my handle, Judah motherfucking Phenom. Nah, Judah Phenom on Facebook, IG, TikTok. But I also have a TikTok called No Shirt No Service, where we've been launching some cool videos, mostly about the lifestyle of some of the art I've been making, such as signs and T-shirts and things like that. And I'm right here on IG, baby. So what I mean? Message me if you need anything. And more information regarding that coming soon.
Right.
Oh, also, just so y'all know, and this is for the audience, anyone who plans to attend Thursday, it'll be at Happy Tree. What's the address there? Is it 9917?
9917 K,
17K.
Newburgh, New York, 12550.
12550.
I want to thank the two of them. I reached out to,
Hi,
as I
Aggie.
try to rebuild my portfolio of photography. I will be there to shoot the pictures for
Yes,
the
we
evening.
got
Hey,
Mike
excited
signing on to see
about
the
it.
pictures.
Yeah, but I will be there to shoot the photos for this event. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping all the artists show up a little early so I can get the pre-shots right when you walk in, and then get a group shot and a shot with everyone, of course. But I will be there to take the photographs. There'll be dope poets. There'll be dope performances. Everyone, come out to this event. Now, if both of you can just leave me with a positive ending message for the show, that would be phenomenal.
A part of a message.
Yeah, anything you want to say, you can tell. You can say anything you want. You can be like, I don't even know. could be short and sweet, or it can be anything about the show, anything about just a quote that you like. It could be anything to uplift the people.
Always stay motivated. Always smile, even if you're having a bad day. Just stay smiling. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And God loves you.
I'm making some toast.
All right.
And my positive message would be in the spirit of poetry to never let your dreams defer.
All right, go.
Absolutely. Short and sweet. I want to thank you both for coming on the Honest Hour, having a conversation. I'm looking forward to Thursday. I actually moved my regular day. I usually do the show on Thursday. I moved it to Wednesday. I got local advocate herself, Lacey Ashley, coming on here for a conversation. She's another pillar in the community, even though she's relocated.
In the
So,
future, what I would like to do is we should do a live podcast like how we have an event on Thursday. It would have been so dope if we could have got some type of podcast / poetry event going on, like you just reporting live, and maybe taking the poets that get off the stage to come and like you could just interview like them as they come, bro. Just get 10 guests out at once,
wow.
like. But it's in the future. I'm sorry, I didn't want to overspeak or misspeak.
Listen, where there's a will, there's a way. So I want to thank you both. I see your children are getting a little testy over there.
You know what? I commend their patience. My little guy right here, he's been sitting right next to me almost for a good part of the time.
Well, what's
He's been
crazy
quiet.
is when we did our other show, it was 2.5 hours. They was chilling. I think I heard them once.
I had gave him the speech before. I'm like, listen, Daddy's going on the podcast. You know what? They really believe in what I do too. They even argue with their friends, like telling them their friends that I'm the best rapper in the world. So it's like they really do believe in me. They put the battery in my back, and they're the reason why I do it. So a lot of the times, like they'll chill out for something like this.
Like you said, man, you said it in 2019. You're taking the world before the devil can take it.
Right.
Yep.
That's you taking it. Both of y'all have a good night. I will see you on Thursday. I'll be there around 5 unless you want me there earlier.
Okay.
And for me, I got Nerd Camp Sports on here tomorrow. Maybe it might, and then I got Honest Hour on Wednesday. I got a busy week myself. StreamYard might even come tomorrow, but it's almost locked and loaded.
You
Everyone,
got this, man. You can make it all happen.
I'll be on there
That's it.
watching.
I appreciate y'all. All right, you guys have a good night.
Good night.
We'll see you Thursday.
Have a
I'll
good
talk
night.
to you guys later.
Later,
Yes.
Thursday.
Thursday.